Hey everybody, welcome to this video guide for Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered on the Xbox Series X. Today we are completing Sequence 8, Memory 2, and getting 100% synchronization on it. And to do so, you need to make sure you reach Hickey within 2 minutes, and you limit the prison guard deaths to 2. So before I do get started on the memory itself, I would like to say that there is a ton of cutscenes and sort of useless stuff that doesn't really relate to 100% synchronization, so definitely take advantage of the timecodes if you are here for only that. Otherwise, let's get started with this memory.
You missed me, sweetheart. What? Nothing to say?
If you are here, then Washington is safe.
True. Thing is, I believe I've just been pardoned. Thank you kindly for the rescue, gents.
There can be no further mistakes, Thomas. Am I understood?
What about the assassin? Yeah, he's here. They put him in a cell right next to mine. Guess we didn't get them all, eh?
Deal with this, Charles.
At once, sir.
What are we gonna do?
You're that boy from the Continental Congress. Adams's little lapdog. I think I have an idea. Yes. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Do tell.
All in good time. It's not like the assassin's going anywhere. For now, we should see about getting you better accommodations here.
What are you on about? I thought I was getting out.
I'm afraid you won't be leaving for a while, thanks to Benjamin Talmadge. He's been running his mouth, saying all sorts of things. You're being investigated for plotting to assassinate George Washington.
What a bunch of bollocks. I thought you was gonna handle that.
We'll discuss this elsewhere.
After that opening cutscene, this is a very easy point in the memory. Just go ahead and eavesdrop on the people on the other side of this wall, and then we are going to be returning to bed after that is completed and watching another cutscene.
I'm telling you, he's planning to escape. We should get in on it.
Yeah? And what makes you think that?
Caught him carving something in the yard. Slipped it in his pocket real quick when he saw me. Looked like a key.
Probably just a shiv.
Nah, Mason ain't a fighter. Always talking and tricking his way out of trouble. Weasel Weems, they call him. Sticky bastard.
Come on, Finch. He's not so bad. Even told me some letters once. He'd write a note to my lady.
Ha! What for? You think that whore's out there pining for you? Saving herself for when you get out? Huh? No doubt she's already moved on to the next fella, and the fella after him.
You shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
Easy now. Was just a joke.
Yeah? Well, it wasn't very funny.
Get up!
Where are we going?
Okay, so after those opening cutscenes and all that, we are headed down to the pit. I don't know what you would call this, the common area. There we go, it's on the top left over there. We are just headed down to the common area. The optional objective did pop up to make sure you limit guard deaths, so it's really not relevant at this point in the memory. I do have the time codes to point towards when it is relevant, so definitely take advantage of those if you are looking for the optional objective stuff. But here we are going to be headed down to the common area. We are locating Weems. He's going to be at a table playing 9 Men's Morris, so he's very easy to spot, especially if you use Eagle Vision. So once you're down in the common area, just pop Eagle Vision and you'll locate him pretty easy.
I should try and find this Weems fellow. If he intends to escape, perhaps he can help me. Mason Weems?
Could be.
I need your help.
Oh?
They say you know a way out of here.
They say a lot of things.
I do not have time for games.
A shame, as I was hoping you might play one with me.
Fine.
Are you familiar with the rules?
Okay, so once you do sit down with Weems, you're going to be going through some Nine Men's More's gameplay, and he's also going to be speaking to you at the same time. You can honestly just put the chips down wherever you want. You do not need to learn the game. If you are interested in learning the game, I do have an achievement guide for Original Gamer where you complete this game and a few others on the homestead, so definitely check that out if you're interested in that achievement. But with that being said, I will let this gameplay speak for itself, and I'll be back in a bit.
Of course you have.
You do not believe me?
Why should I? You've the look of a brute.
You misjudge. I am an honest man.
And yet, also a man imprisoned. Tell me how you found yourself in this place.
It is a private matter.
As is what you ask of me.
I was trying to prevent a murder.
Oh! Anyone I know?
George Washington.
The others put you up to this, didn't they? Thought it might be fun to have another laugh at Mason's expense. Fools, a lot of them. To make light of something like this. George Washington is brave beyond measure, loyal like a brother, peerless in character, and unshakable in his convictions. That man is our Jupiter Conservator, destined to lead us not just to freedom, but greatness. Anyone who says otherwise is either a simpleton or a traitor.
Then you understand why I need to get out of here. If I don't help him, he is going to die.
You're serious, aren't you? Very well. But it's going to take some doing. See, everything hinges on the key I forged. That lout Finch stole it. Took me 3 months to make the thing, too. You need to get it back, or we're not going anywhere.
Consider it done.
Now we are going to be locating Finch. He is a prisoner and is very easy to spot, especially with the marker on his head. So you can take your time headed up to the top. You can fast walk, you can run, whatever you feel like. And you're just going to want to get behind him and close to him, so that way you can pickpocket him. So you can see I'm actually on his right side. I'm not even behind him, but I'm very easily just pickpocketing him. Take a look at that. I'm in range. Bam, I'm stealing. And now that is done, and we are headed back to my cell. So just going on to the other side of this area here, and we are heading back to my cell, and we're going to be watching a cutscene and then escaping.
This key is useless.
What are you looking at? You in the market for a husband?
Alright, now this is very straightforward right here. We are just headed right back down to talk to Weems. So just go ahead and head right back down and talk to Weems. We're going to get in a conversation with him. It's going to be a quick cutscene, and then we are going to be fighting some of the fellow prisoners. So just go talk to him and we'll start things up.
Your key is useless.
What do you mean?
It did not fit the lock.
It's not meant to.
You forged a key that does not work.
Well, that all depends on what you mean by work. It'll get us out of here. Just not the way you expected.
Then how?
You're going to use it to get the real key off the warden. You have to swap yours for his.
Why not just have me take the real key? Why all this extra work?
He might notice if it went missing. This way, he'll be none the wiser.
And when he tries to use it?
He won't. That's why we're targeting him.
How do I reach the warden?
Yes. This next part, you may not like.
Oh, as if I've liked the others. Out with it.
You need to pick a fight.
What?
Pick a fight, and they'll throw you in the pit.
And how in the world does this help us?
The warden oversees the pit. Getting sent there is the only way to reach him.
I'll give you credit. You've given this plan to risk my life a great deal of thought.
Take down as many as you can. 1 or 2 will only serve to entertain the guards. You need to make them angry. We all have our part to play. Try not to die.
Alright, so finally we get to do some action in this memory. We are going to be starting up a fight with the prisoners. So go ahead and get an easy assassination / knockout on the first prisoner, and then we are just going to be working on counter-attacking here. You can counter-attack every single one of these enemies, so if that is the case and you're up against an enemy that you can't counter because they just knock you and interrupt you, then consider breaking their defense and then attacking them regularly. It should take 4 attacks for you to completely knock them out. So definitely keep that in mind. A throw is also going to be effective if you can't exactly counter attack them and take them out that way. So just keep fighting, keep it up, and after long enough, you will take them out. This is all that is left, There's only 6, 7, 8, maybe somewhere around there. There's not too many prisoners to take care of, so you won't have too much trouble. Once you have completed this, there will be a cutscene, and then finally, we are getting started on the 100% synchronization requirement.
Fancy yourself a troublemaker, eh? Some time in the pits to cool your blood.
Look at all of you, pathetic, dirty wretches. You're not but swine, suckling at the teats of civilization. Thieves and scoundrels all. And do you acknowledge this? Do you repent and beg forgiveness? No. You elect instead to commit new and more...
Alright, so finally we are getting started on 100% synchronization. Now that we have left our cell, we are going to be headed behind this guard. Definitely don't even worry about killing them. We are limiting prison guard death to 2, and you just want to make sure you're not killing anybody unless completely necessary, which to be honest, it won't be necessary. Just follow the path that I'm taking here to reach Weems, and then we are going to continue on with a cutscene.
You'll find Hickey through that door. It's where they keep the important prisoners. Nicer rooms, more space, those sorts of things. It seems even in prison, who you know makes all the difference.
Thank you, Mason, for everything. I will find a way to repay the favor when my work here is finished.
Alright, so now we have spoken to Weems. We are headed to Hickey's cell to assassinate him. There are 2 guards in this area, so just take your time going through it. You do have 2 minutes, so it's definitely low stress. So you can see the guards are very easy to spot. Just keep in mind where they are located. I was wrong, there were 3 guards. There weren't 2 guards, but there's only 2 guards on this top area here, which is no problem at all. What I am doing here is waiting for the guard in the center to turn over to the left, just so that way he is not able to see the cell at all. And then once you make it to Hickey's cell, that is 100% synchronization completed, as long as you limited guard deaths.
Not who you was expecting, am I right?
What have we here? I thought we'd finished off your kind.
You would like that, wouldn't you? To rid the world of all who do not share your views.
Guilty as charged. Your meddling in the revolution has caused us no small measure of grief. It cannot continue. Our work is too important. But what would you know beyond all the lies Achilles feeds you and the tales you tell yourself?
I know that the people wish to be free, and that men like Washington fight to make it so.
Please, the man is weak. He stumbles and stammers through each engagement, making it all up as he goes along. His pedigree is pathetic, his military record even more so. I could go on and on, but we'd be here for days. So manifold are his faults, so deficient are his merits. He must be dealt with. You as well. I will abide no more flies in the ointment.
Here's how it's gonna work. First we bind you and bring you to your cell. Then tomorrow, you go before the court, accused of plotting to kill good old Georgie. Maybe we could pin the murder of the warden on you too. You did kill him after all. And who wouldn't take the word of Charlie over here? Once that's all squared away, well then.
All those years ago, the child in the forest was you.
I said I would find you.
And so you have. But not quite as you had expected, am I right? You know, all of this might have been avoided had you only done what I asked. But what's done is done.
Alright, and that is the memory completed. Definitely one of the easiest 100% synchronizations in the game, if you ask me, but it's good to know what you gotta do. Alright, anyways, with all that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Definitely consider subscribing if you did enjoy the content. Please drop a like if you did appreciate the content and it did help you. It lets me know and it helps the algorithm, all that good stuff. And yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next 100% synchronization guide. See ya.